So this one creeps in on you, and before you know it, you're in it. What's happening, guys? Hope your day is going well. Today we're going to review Mind Games by Apollon Nutrition. We're going to go over the ingredients so you know what you're putting in your body, and we'll go over the effects, my personal effects on this. If you're new to the channel, you like stuff like that, hit the subscribe button. Love to have you along for the ride. So jumping right into this, they did a real good job. So this is only 3 ingredients. So it's not like it's this crazy formula like their pre-workouts or anything. It's 3 ingredients, and they did a good job on picking the ingredients because they do target exactly what Apollon is actually claiming they do. It supports vascular health and healthy circulation, enhanced memory and learning, neurogenesis, and longevity. And that's what these 3 ingredients pretty much do. So we'll jump right into the ingredients here. I'll put it right in front of me here. We got 3 capsules, 20 servings. The capsules are not gigantic, but they're pretty good size. Just a side note for Apollon, here's the size of the capsules. I would love to see you guys doing even dosed capsules because you can't do a half a serving on this thing when you have odd capsules. You can make it last longer if you don't need the full dose. That's just my take on the whole thing. But they did a really good job, like I said, on the profile here. And we'll jump right into the profile. So starting off, we have green tea extract, 600 milligrams as Cell Flow 6. Fantastic ingredient for blood flow, for antioxidant benefits, and it has procyanidins in it. And that's one aspect for the antioxidant effects and the vasodilation. As far as vasodilation, this releases nitric oxide within the endothelial cells within the blood vessels. It also stops the release of endothelial 1 to endothelial 2 within the blood vessels. If that happens, it causes vasorestriction. So great ingredient. Then we have alpha size yielding 300 milligrams of alpha GPC at 600 milligrams. This is a great choline source. This turns into acetylcholine in the brain, and this encourages cognitive function, increases memory, learning, and mood. Then we have Subroxy, 500 milligrams with the active ingredient of oroxalin A. And this ingredient has shown in studies to help with cell survival, neuron health, rejuvenation, and cognition. And it does this by increasing Krebs proteins within the brain. And that stands for CAMP responsive protein elements within the brain. This is one of the increases, the peptides in the brain that the body increases for all those aspects as far as cognition and rejuvenation on a neural basis. And this actually promotes brain-derived nootropic factor, which is a protein we talk about a lot, which helps with cognition and memory and brain health. A recent study on humans actually showed cognitive tasks were increased, computer-based tasks were increased, along with numeric recall, which all help with working memory and faster learning. So great profile here. We'll get into the aspects, my personal experience on this. So Mind Games by Apollon Nutrition. How did this do? So this is a creeper. Like I said, it comes in real slow, real smooth. Before you know it, you're in the zone. So I think they overdid it with the name Mind Games. I mean, I like it. It's catchy. It's cool, but it's not a slapper. Mind Games kind of registers to me as like a stim junkie type slapper, and it could turn some people away. So this is not like this. This is healthy and smooth. So when you take this, it takes probably about 20-30 minutes for it to actually start coming in. But the reason why I say it's a creeper is the first time I took it, I was an hour and a half into studying and looking into research, and I was unaware of how dialed in I was until I stepped away, and that I was like, damn, I feel good. My mental, I feel good. There's no fatigue. I just started to kind of analyze it, and it just crept in on me. So, but getting into how it comes in, it was 20 minutes. It starts to kind of creep in as I sat there the next few times trying to figure it out. It creeps in. It pretty much peaks, I'd say, about an hour. And like I said, the Mind Games can kind of throw you because it's not a nootropic bubble. It's not a stim junkie hit. It's nothing that takes you outside of being yourself, other than if you are feeling inflammation, if you are feeling fatigued mentally or physically. This kind of brings your mood level up a little bit, more content, more relaxed. So this isn't like a stim junkie, firing around. This is a dialed in. So this like kind of just in a healthy aspect, just steps you up with all the good and does away with all the bad. So very good hitter. It helps with your memory. It helps with your relaxation. I took this before training one time and it dialed me into the reps and sets. Vasodilation, 600 milligrams of Cell Flow 6 always hits me real good. And the vasodilation was there as well. And this can be used multiple ways. I would recommend using this as a learning ingredient and a studying ingredient because you retain a whole lot on this thing. Just because the way it hits hits and balances you out. It doesn't kind of get your brain all glutamate firing and stuff to where it's like just kind of sketchy. It just really relaxes you. You can really kind of dial into stuff. The training aspect of it, if you tap it into some caffeine or something like that, it'll pick you up with energy, the caffeine will, but it's a very smooth hitter on the central nervous system, on the mood, on the feeling, all that stuff is just super smooth. An even dial, it just really kind of balances you in a state of feeling good. You can probably find multiple ways to take this, but those are two just examples as far as with some caffeine and a pre-workout, or like I said, this is a great study ingredient. I hope that helps, guys. I'm gonna get going. See you guys next time on the channel.